The Kenya Film Classification Board has recommended that the broadcasting licenses of media houses that violate free-to-air TV and radio rules be revoked. K.F.C.B Chief Executive Ezekiel Mutua also wants law enforcement agencies to impose cash fines on service providers who breach the programming code that took effect last July.
As Kenya Film Classification Board, we have been monitoring. In fact, we have beefed up our broadcast monitoring unit to be able to give us real-time reports on whether broadcast stations are complying with the programming code or not. By end of this month, we are going to produce the first quarter. The first quarter will show who has complied and who has not. Now, the consequences for defiance and for non-compliance are within your license. And if people thought this was a joke, wait until the report comes out, because it's a judicial process, it's a document that will be used in the court of law. We are keen to ensure that as we apply the programming code, there is discussion, there is dialogue, that there is conversation between ourselves and the industry.
The code, among other rules, requires broadcasters to air at least 40% local content within the first year of licensing. Broadcasters who violate the rules are liable to a penalty ranging between 500,000 shillings to 0.2% of their gross earnings. Where there is extreme violation of the code, such as continuous airing of unrated adult content during the day, K.F.C.B will sue the broadcasters.
There are mistakes, there are challenges, there are unethical practices, but those ones I hope we can create a national conversation and all of us agree that we are doing it as Kenyans, not government versus the media. That's the approach we have taken. It does not mean that we have thrown away the laws. The laws still apply, and if push comes to shove, we are going to apply the law. And we are hoping that we will not have to revoke any license.
Mr. Mutua was speaking during the signing of an agreement with the Digital Broadcasters Association at his office in Nairobi.
This MOU is motivated by the parties' desire to establish a sustainable framework for cooperation to ensure that all films and television programs aired by members of the Digital Broadcast Association are submitted to the Kenya Film Classification Board for examination and classification in line with the programming code for free-to-air radio and television services in Kenya, as well as other laws governing the distribution of film and broadcast content in the country. In this regard, we seek to work together with the members of the DBA to protect children from exposure to harmful content by ensuring proper rating and the classification of content to comply with the watershed period as provided for under Section 46I of the Kenya Information and Communications Act, and obviously as stipulated in the programming code for free-to-air radio and TV stations in Kenya.
The programming code stipulates that broadcast content should be properly rated and classified in compliance with the watershed period as provided under the Kenya Information and Communication Act.
Cap 222 of the laws of Kenya to regulate the creation, broadcasting, possession, distribution, and exhibition of film by classifying films in order to maintain public order and uphold national values. In addition, the Kenya Information and Communications Act of 2008 expanded the Kenya Film Classification Board mandate to include monitoring broadcast stations to ensure content meant for adult audiences is not aired during the watershed period, which is between 5 in the morning and 10 in the evening. And Digital Broadcasters Association of Kenya, which is a society registered under the Societies Act Cap 108, whereas the parties desire to further the foregoing cooperation in the interest of ensuring that film and program content aired by the Digital Broadcast Association stations are classified and meet the standards as provided in the law, specifically Information and Communications Act, Film and Stage Plays Act, and the Programming Code for free-to-air radio and television services in Kenya. The parties further desire to promote mutual interests through collaboration in providing and keeping to the respective legal mandates and supporting each other to realize their stated objectives they now hereby agree to enter into a memorandum of understanding whose articles are provided hereunder.
Only 45 media houses in the country have complied with the court's requirements. Broadcasters are required to display the K.F.C.B's classification symbol and voiceover at the beginning of every program.
Okay, and then Madam is the witness, and Lois, you're a witness. Okay.
So, a witness?
Yes, please. Okay. Oh, this one is also beside there. In the presence of our witnesses and the members of the DPA and my colleagues at the Kenya Film Classification Board, exchange these documents as a sign of the genesis or the beginning of our journey that we'll work together in ensuring that we have proper content regulation in the country. Mr. Chairman, I thank you, and I'm so pleased that this has come to be.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's work together. Yeah. Okay?
For Parastatal TV, I am PK10.